Good morning. Well, my unplanned, unscheduled stop in Bernie last night was lovely. I think that was definitely the right choice. Get cleaned up. My clothes smell nice. My body feels clean. Of course, that's only going to last for like 10 minutes here because it is getting warm and it is going to be stupid hot again today. So I'll be a sweaty mess here shortly, but psychologically, I think your brain kind of counts back the days to when you were last clean. And as long as that was only a few days ago, your brain's like, sure, no problem, I can handle this. But if it was like 2 weeks ago, it doesn't really matter that you're in the same condition either way. When it was, a long time ago, your brain goes, wow, that's messed up. That's just not right. So, yes, it was good. And got town food. Got back on trail a little later this morning than was probably wise, but that's okay. Fugitive is supposedly somewhere just ahead of me on the trail. She got dropped off and started walking a little before me. But we'll see when I catch up to her how she's feeling and whether she thinks she can continue or if she needs to go back for more rest. We'll find out. I have to say, my feet were feeling pretty beat up last night at the hotel. They were swollen and very tender. Kind of hoping that was just a result of the Hat Creek Rim overnight marathon thing with all the rocks and all that. But it has me a little worried. This morning they warmed up once I walked around for a while. But I'm hoping that I'm not on a downward slope there. Let's see how that goes. And then also we are headed into the notorious Section O, California Section O on the PCT, which historically has not been maintained very well and has a lot of poison oak, does not have a lot of super exciting views, although occasionally you get good views of Mount Shasta. Historically people just haven't liked this section very much. Now, I remember the last time I hiked it, it had been recently maintained, and I didn't think it was that bad. But we'll see how it is this time around. This is Bernie Falls. So the whole thing is spring fed. There's a river up top. The two main streams are coming from the river. The river itself is filled by springs. Just a half a mile further upstream, the bed was completely dry. And then the rest of the water, you can see, is all coming straight out of the rock right here. That is a lot of spring water. Unfortunately, we can't take the trail down to the bottom to get a view from it down there because they are reconstructing that trail, and so it's all closed this year. But it's still beautiful from up here. This is Bernie Creek above the falls. all this water comes out of the ground just fairly close by. Well, those of you who are particularly observant and keen-eyed may notice that I am not on trail. I was supposed to be on trail, but I hiked 7 miles to Burney Falls State Park this morning, and it was already stinking hot. And when I got there and retrieved my resupply box and started sorting things and packing it away in my pack, I just started feeling worse and worse and worse. I don't know. I'm 98% sure that I'm not sick. I don't think it's norovirus. It feels very much just like my body has been pushed over the limit, as I would sometimes do on my section hikes, and it's just kind of going on strike. No energy, no appetite, and just generally feeling blah. So Fugitive also hiked the 7 miles to the state park as a trial run, and she concluded that she's not ready to go on yet, which is no real surprise to me, but sometimes you got to find out for sure through personal experience. But she decided she needs at least a few more days to let her ribs heal back up again. So she had a trail angel coming, an amazing person who had put her up the last couple of days and had graciously agreed to come get her at the state park if she decided that she couldn't continue. So the angel came and got her, and I just went with them back to Burney. Got a room in the same hotel that I was in yesterday, and I'm taking another night's rest. It is still quite early, but I am headed right to bed right now to try to get a big night's sleep and see if that will improve things in the morning. Yeah, I'm just wiped out. I think maybe it's just kind of the confluence of a bunch of different things. You know, after 1,400 miles, my body is just kind of waving the white flag saying, hey, this is a little too much. So we'll see how I feel in the morning. I'm planning to try to go hitch back to the park in the morning and begin from there. It's still going to be hot tomorrow, but it's going to be about 5 degrees cooler than it was today. So yay. Instead of almost 100 degrees, it's going to be, I don't know, maybe 95. So that's an improvement, I guess. Yeah, hoping I feel better. If I don't, well, I guess I'll just keep staying here until I do. I think rest is pretty much just the cure for whatever is ailing me. Yeah, so that is the story there. Wish me luck with tomorrow, and I will let you know what happens.